Good morning. Hello, friends. How we doing? Happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday. What is time? Happy Wednesday, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Happy time zone. I hope we're all doing well today. We got Jove here dropping on in with the blender first thing. Hello, Jove. And Butterflies is here too. Hi, Butterflies. Dron dropping on in. Hello, Dron. Happy New Year if I haven't said that to you yet. I'm not sure if I did. We got Matt telling me the bundles are broken, but the bundles are working exactly as intended. So, not broken. Not broken.
What you doing?
Nor is your 45 stream streak. That's also not broken, but that is ridiculous. That is absurd. 45. Thank you so much, Matt. Thanks for being here. Petrie popping on in. Hello, Petrie. How are you? Welcome in. Happy Wednesday, friends. Is it time to drop? I just saw that reset a second ago, so let me get a new drop going in. And if anybody here is unaware of this game, this is Blueprints that we're going to be playing again today. We played it last stream. We got through one whole day. It took a 3-hour stream to get through one day of Blueprints. So we'll see how, if we're able to get through another day today. It may be impossible. Maybe impossible. Nearly half a stream, yeah. Almost there. Butterfly says, I'm supposed to be doing school stuff, but my headache is trying to turn into a migraine. Oh no, migraines are the worst. I really hope that doesn't happen. I hope that you feel better soon, Butterflies. It's National Bobblehead Day? That's my bobblehead impersonation. Happy National Bobblehead Day, Jove. Can always count on you to tell us what day it is. What should we be celebrating today? Matt's got a capybara fact for us, courtesy of Saribot. They have a unique digestive adaptation called coprophagy. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Where they consume their feces to extract maximum nutritional value from food. I wasn't expecting that. I don't know where I thought this fun capybara fact was going, but that wasn't it. Thank you, Saribot. Petrie, I wasn't able to catch the last stream, but I'm very curious about this game. I hear only good things about it. Oh my god, Petrie, it's so much fun. So we started a new playthrough to do on stream together. So we're just starting day 2 for this playthrough. I have my own playthrough, like my own solo playthrough that I've been doing for a couple weeks now. And I'm like 35 days into that one. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. I am a sucker for a puzzle or a mystery. Like, I need answers. If you give me even the tiniest little mystery, I need answers. So this game is right up my alley. I'm enjoying it. There's little puzzles. You get to build it as you go. Every day's new. And yeah, it's a really, really good game. I'm enjoying it. I really like the art style too. I think the art style is really cool. Okay, let's just adjust my blanket here. No kitties in the kitty cat bed. What a shame. What a shame. I don't know where Scully is. Mulder is on the couch right now. And it's a gray day outside. It's very cloudy, so my room's kind of dark right now. Phagy comes from the Greek word for phagia. That means to eat. I don't know if I'm saying either of those words right either, but thank you, Petrie. A little bit of, what is it? Etymology? Or is that the one with bugs? I don't know. There's a word that means the study of words. And I know it's very similar, if not the same as the one that's the study of bugs. Butterflies would know, right? Butterflies? Do you know? Okay, let's stretch. Etymology is words. Okay, cool. Etymology is words. Let's all take a big old sip of water as well. Entomology is bugs. See, they're very similar. Etymology is words, entomology is bugs. They're very similar. Hydrate, friends. And let's get into day 2 of this playthrough of Blueprints, shall we? I am trying not to take knowledge that I've gathered from my other playthrough into this. I'm trying to discover everything naturally again, and I am open to chat helping with things. If you've like beaten the game, maybe don't be telling us stuff that we're not like naturally finding, but I do want chat's input on things. I want you guys to help us form the layout of the house. You'll see we build the house as we go every day. We pick what room is going to be behind each door. So I am open to chat's input on everything. This is our playthrough. Just don't come in and spoil it. That's all. That's all that I ask. Because there's still quite a few mysteries that I am completely unaware of in this game. Well, let's go. What is the study of words about bugs? Then that would be etymology, entomology, right? Or maybe it would still be etymology with a minor or a focus in entomology. Etymology. Alright, to catch everybody up to speed, if you weren't here yesterday, not yesterday, last stream, our uncle died. We have inherited the Mount Holly estate, but with one caveat. We have to get to room 46 in order to claim our inheritance of the estate. You'll see here, we're here in the entrance hall right now, and the entrance hall has 3 doors that go off of it. A 1 and a 2 and a 3. So we will click on each door, and we get to pick what room is beyond that door. And our goal is to get to room 46. We haven't learned very much so far. So I'm not even gonna go through the notes, but we haven't learned too much. I like the fear of long words because hippopotamonstrosiquipedaliophobia is a great way to say you fear long words, says Matt. Entomology is the study of donuts. Very good joke. Okay. So yeah, we got this note. It basically says that we can't bring any items in or out of the house, and we can't stay here overnight, and the rooms will reset each morning. So I'm gonna start on the left here, I'm gonna start on the left here. And we got 3 options for which room is gonna be here. So here's our blueprint map. Here's where we're starting. This is the room we're filling in. It'll kind of show us what it'll look like on the floor plan when we click it. So we want to add as many rooms to this floor plan as we can, really, because the more rooms we have, the more items we have, the more secrets we discover, the more opportunities for us to progress. So my goal is usually to give myself as many doors as possible. That's my strategy a lot of the time. And we also need to make sure we get some key items along the way. There's gems. The gems help us to draft certain rooms. There's keys we'll find. The keys unlock locked doors and chests. And there's coins, which we can use to spend in certain rooms that are shops. So there's gems, keys, and coins. This room here, the den, will give us 1 gem. And this room will give us 10 steps. Steps are the other thing. We have 50 steps to start with. Every time we enter a room, we lose a step. So that does end up being something we need more of. Or we have the utility closet that says it has a breaker box. But I don't think, know what the breaker box does at this point. Den says butterflies. I'm leaning toward the den too, because I want that gem. And also, I like this room. I have rooms that are my favorite rooms in the house. The den is one of them. I just want to curl up on this couch in front of the fire and just chill here forever. But here we go. On the table, there's a free gem for us. And now we have 2 doors to choose from. So I think we should go through this door here. Peachy says, I know that because there was an artistic movement in Brazil that was meant to symbolize the idea of devouring foreign culture to strengthen national identity, inspired by some of our indigenous myths of eating the enemies to gain their strengths and powers, which kind of makes Kirby officially Brazilian. Well, that, again, not where I was expecting that to go, but that's a lot of fun. That's Kirby's Brazilian. You learn to hear, folks. Welcome in, Fluffernutter. Welcome in. Sorry for the cultural. No need to apologize, Petrie. I love it. Hello, Thunderhead. Howdy. How is it going? We're playing more blueprints today. I don't know if you were here for the last stream. My memory is atrocious, but we're on day 2 of a brand new playthrough, and we're just figuring it out as we go. I've played this further on my own. I know some stuff, but I'm trying to pretend I don't. We're just doing this together here. Brand new playthrough. So, we were just in the den. We got a gem from that. Now we have the option of the parlor, the lavatory, or the utility closet. So parlor would give us a door north. There's also a puzzle in here. And last time we did the puzzle, we got 2 gems. We could put the lavatory, but the lavatory is a dead end. It doesn't seem to give us anything else. I've never found anything in the lavatory, so I'm going to say that's probably a waste of a room. Or again, we got the breaker box. The game really wants us to spawn the breaker box. I'm leaning toward parlor. Do you guys want to do a puzzle? A little logic puzzle? Oh. Droplet's not helping Matt, is it? Nope. Oh, I thought maybe that last one would send it flying. My turn. My turn to drop. Wait, no. Did I already drop? I didn't drop. Did the button not work? There it is. Oh no! I want a droplet. There we go. Go, Scully, go! Go, Scully, go! Get in the snow pile! Oh, that one slowed it down? Ooh, that worked out well. Butterfly says puzzle. I'm leaning toward puzzle too. Alright, this is my other favorite room. I love the parlor. Alright, so this letter here just tells us how to play the game. It says that will be 1 box that's always true, 1 box that's always false, and 1 box will have a prize while the other 2 are empty. So we got the wind-up key. Let's just do a little look around the room here. Not seeing any other items. We got the game here. We got 2 pictures on the wall. Some sort of dish with a spoon and some sand dunes. Okay. This box is the black box. Did we? Wait, you're not the black. You're the blue box. This box is the blue box. Also false. Didn't we do this one last time? Oh, this is different, actually. The box that claims to be the black box has the gems. Hi, Niphilis. Welcome on in. I guess that is technically true, but perhaps not hygienic. But welcome on in. Dessert, perhaps dessert. Behold my 45-room mansion with 0 bathrooms. Oh, goodness. Okay. So, this box is the black box. It's not the black box. It claims to be the black box. This box is the blue box. Nope, it's not, but it claims to be blue. So both of those are false, right? That's not black. That's not white. I mean, that's not blue. This one says that the box that claims to be black has the gems, and I believe this is the one that has to be true, since 1 box must be true, and both of these are false. So, does anybody disagree that the gems would be in this here box? Zari's not here to troll, but Matt's here. Matt might try to be the contrarian. I'm gonna go ahead and click this one. This one should have the gems. Oh, look at that. 2 shiny gems for us. Now we have 3 gems. What if the blue box doesn't have the gems? All of them would be false, and then that would break the game. So one of them has to be true according to the rules of the game. One will be true, one will be false, and the third one can be either, I guess. Wrong emote. You're not just waving? It could be false. Delicious, delicious. Yum, yum, yum. What happens if you pick the wrong box? We don't get a prize. 1 box has the prize, 2 boxes are empty. So if we pick one of the empty boxes, no prize for us. That's it. Game over. All right. So I'm going to continue through this door since this is the logical path forward. We got 3 options. We got a spare room. That'll give us a key, a gem, and a coin. We will eventually need some keys. Jules! Hi, Jules. Hello, my love. How are you? 35 months. That's ridiculous. That's almost as ridiculous as the 45 stream streak that Matt's on. Jules, thank you so very much for that resub. I do appreciate it, my friend. I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. You know the drill. You know the drill. We got the bundle of subs over here. Oh, I didn't turn this light on. Oh. How dare I start stream without that being on? So here is our bundle of subs. It contains pom-poms representing each of the subs we've gotten this month so far. Jules, there we go, into the bundle of subs. Very nice. You're so right. It really did need some green. Absolutely. Thank you for that, Jules. Put that back there. And now, which room shall we proceed into? This will give us a key, a gem, and a coin. This one is just a path forward at this point. There'll be a door on the other side, and the bedroom would buckle back into whatever is going to be north of the den, and we'll gain 2 steps each time we go through there. So I'm personally leaning toward the storeroom since we don't have any keys or coins yet, and that'll give us 1 of each. And we have plenty of paths forward at this point. We got the den, we got 2 doors off the entrance hall. I'm not worried about blocking myself off too much. So storeroom, does that sound good? Any objections to the storeroom? And this is how I'm going to do it. Unless people are like saying something specific, like they have an idea in mind, I'm going to tell you what I'm thinking. And if nobody objects, we'll proceed with that. But I do want chat's input on this. We're building this house together, friends. This is the house that chat built. Kind of. All right. I'm not seeing any objections, so here we go. Storeroom it is. Let's grab ourselves a key and a coin. There is our coin. I'll look around the room. We've been in here before. We noticed a little piece of paper here on the chair. And there's a little bird. A little bird in a little hat. Very cute. Nothing else seemingly to it that I've noticed. Just a burb. Cute little burb. Here is our key. Here is our gem. There's a picture. Looks an awful lot like this. Wait, is this where we are? I wonder, that E on there is where we are on here. Does that change when this picture appears in another room, or is this picture always here? All right, so that's a dead end. We got to turn back. Should we go to the den or the entrance hall? AJ says if AJ Styles is in the chat, would also be the house that AJ Styles built. Possibly. Possibly. You do not want to give chat the power to build the mansion. Other 40 out of 45 rooms will be stool cupboards. Well, most of the time we don't have the option of picking a stool cupboard. Remember, the rooms are like we get different rooms each time. It's not every day that a very specific wrestling joke works. I'm happy. I'm happy for you, Petrie. I'm happy for you. Why was I talking? I was talking about AJ Styles with Kong. Like yesterday or the day before. I can't remember what it was about. I think some sort of meme had popped up, and for some reason AJ Styles was in this meme. Oh, I wish I could remember now. I wish I could. Okay, if nobody has any opinions, I'm just gonna go back to the den so we don't have to double back extra steps, and we'll see what we can get north of the den. He's probably gonna retire this year. Oh, really? Admittedly, I have not been following his career very closely. We used to watch a lot of wrestling, but we haven't been watching it recently. All right, go into the den. So here's our options for what's going to go off the den. We can either put the breaker box or the utility closet with the breaker box, the guest bedroom and get 10 steps, or we can put the corridor, which will have an unlocked door at the end and let us move forward that way. I am partial to the corridor here, since that gives us a door and these two do not. We have 45 steps. I'm not too concerned about the steps at this point. And we don't necessarily know what this does. So, corridor. Speak now or forever hold your peace. I'm going corridor. Okay. Some boxes, a picture, a little hat. I wish I could pick up the hat. My one complaint is that I can't wear the hat. Not that we can even see our character. It's all in first person. I just want to wear the hat, okay? Let me wear the hat. All right, not seeing anything else in here. Nothing sitting on the table. Let's proceed through the door. We've got a bedroom, a closet, or a kitchen. The bedroom says we'll get 2 steps each time we walk through. Kathadora. Yeah. Oh, Jules landed. Clappies for Jules. Clappies for Jules. Did I drop this time? I don't think I've dropped. My turn. My turn. One recent meme I saw was 2 pictures of him side by side when he was younger, and it said a troubled teen, and when he was older with a different hair, it said a troubled teen's mom. I love that. I love that. All right, the bedroom has a door, and it'll give us 2 steps each time we go through. The closet will give us 2 items. We don't know what 2 items. Or we could spend 1 gem to get the kitchen where food will be for sale, and it will go toward the left side of the house. Now, we don't have any money to spend. We have 1 coin. That's not going to get us very far. Matt landed. Clappies for Matt. Very, very nice, Matt. Corvanic's here with a resub. Hello, Corvanic. How are you? What an entrance. What an entrance. Food gives us more steps. We've eaten fruit so far, and the fruit, when we ate it, gave us steps. So that's what the food does. If we eat food, we get more steps. No karaoke, Corvanic, but what you do get to do is pick what color you would like your pom-pom to be for the bundle of subs. Here we have the bundle of subs. Can I interest you in picking out a pom-pom? A color of your choice. There's most of the colors in there. There's pinks and purples and yellows and greens and reds and blues. There's no brown. The closest I can get to brown is orange. Do you want orange? There is no brown. I'm sorry. There's also no black or gray. There's most colors of the rainbow. It looks like a cheese ball, doesn't it? It really does. Orange. All right, here we go. Into the bundle of subs. Thank you for that resub, Corvatic. I do appreciate it. Now I want to choose ball. Do you want one of these? I got another one. Here you go. Open up. Open up. Okay, I'm sorry. All right, that's enough. Go away, spam. Thank you very much, Corvanik. I hope you're having a great Wednesday. Nom. Mario's here. Hi, Mario. Welcome on in. Happy Wednesday. All right. Fluff and Nutter says food. So I'm going to go with the kitchen. We're going to spend a gem. We're going to spend a gem. And it gives us a path forward from here, too. So. All right. Is this our first time in the kitchen? I think this might be our first time in the kitchen. Oh, look at a little stand mixer. Very cute. Very cute. Mm-hmm. Oh, a dog somewhere. Perhaps. Ah, here we go. Here is the menu. Mount Holly.
David.
Hello, Jen. Welcome in. Welcome in. How's it going? All right, Mount Holly kitchen menu. Banana. For two coins, we can get a banana. And it says it'll give us 3 steps. The club sandwich would give us 15 steps for 8 coins, but we don't have 8 coins. Tomato. Ooh, excuse me. Pardon me. Tomato soup. 5 steps for every red room in your house. Okay. And it says today's main course is the porterhouse steak, which will be served in the dining room. So we will get 20 steps if we have the dining room. And we'll eat a porterhouse steak. We got a hydration redeem from Corvanik. Everybody hydrate. Get your waters. Get your bevies. Everybody take a sip. Thank you for that hydration redeem, Corvanik. It's very, very important. Did I also see Minor Mom? Hello, Minor Mom. Good morning to you. How is it going? How's it going? We're playing Blueprints right now. So yeah, that's the kitchen. When we get more money, we could come back here and buy food and get more steps. So that's something. And where's my door forward? Here it is. I don't see anything else in here. Somebody left the cup in the sink. Anything else you guys want to look at, or should we move on to the next room? Give you a few seconds to decide. Here's what our house is looking like. We can continue forward into the kitchen, or we could double back to the entrance hall and try to fill out this side of the house a little bit before we proceed forward. Does anybody have any preferences, any input? Should we just continue through the kitchen, or should we double back to one of these doors off the entrance hall? Butterfly says double back. I'm curious what kind of rooms we can get in to fill over here. Side effects? The side rooms? The side effects of the side rooms? All right, let's double back. I'm not hearing anybody say anything to the contrary, and Butterflies has said to double back. So here we go. We shall head back toward the entry hall. Okay. Back in the entryway here. Should we go through the north door or the east door? 2 doors to choose from. North or east? This whole side of the floor plan is not filled out yet, so either works. East. All right, thank you, butterflies. Nobody has any other input. We shall proceed through the east door. Here we go. All right, so we've got 3 rooms to choose from. Once again, we can get any of them since we have gems. We've got the pantry. The pantry will give us 4 coins. And it's a door forward. Again, the utility closet with the breaker box, which is a dead end. Or the commissary, items for sale. We don't have much money. So these are the same shape. They'll both let us go north. I'm leaning toward the pantry since we don't have much money. Rather than buying a second shop where we still don't have money to spend, I'm leaning toward the pantry. If nobody has any other input, I shall click the pantry in a 3 and a 2. And Butterfly says pantry. All right, a 1. Pantry it is. Okay. So we've been in the pantry before. Here we have an apple. We eat the apple. We get 2 steps. Yay, apples. We love apples. We also got the coins here, so we'll pick those up. Now we have 5 coins to spend. Big money. And we read this note last time. It's just saying, it's just an explanation for the fruit and the money, I guess. But if anybody wants to look at that, I'll leave it up for a second so you can read it. But it's just saying we have 50 steps to get through the house. And that I think this is just to establish that the fruit will help us have more steps. Okay. If nobody has any additional input, we shall proceed through this door then. This is what the house is looking like so far. We're still on the first level, filling out the bottom east side of the map. So let's go through this door. All right, 3 more rooms to choose from. We've got the Nook. The Nook says it will give us 1 key, and it will open up room for us to go to the east 1 more slot. There's a guest bedroom that is a dead end, but it will give us 10 steps. Or we could spend a gem on a courtyard, which will let us go toward the middle or go north. I do like the courtyard, but I'm personally leaning toward the Nook because of the key, which is the resource we have the least of at this point. So I'm leaning toward Nook. Val is here. Hi, Val. Are you done with your stream? Are you done? What are you doing here? I thought you were live, my friends. If anybody's looking for Minecraft right now, I believe my buddy Val is live, and I think Sky is live as well. We got a couple of Farlanders. Can I borrow Matt and or Mario for a moment? Matt, Mario, you're being summoned by Val. I can't believe you would come into my chat and take my chatters, including my mod. The nerve of this guy. Wow, Val, that is something. The nerve. I'm gonna come into your chat. I'm gonna be like, hey, who wants to come watch my stream? Can I borrow your viewers for a moment, Val? You gotta send somebody over here. If you're taking one of mine, you gotta send somebody over here. That's how it works. It's a 1 in, 1 out policy around here. Nobody can leave until they've replaced themselves with somebody else. Them's the rules. But how did you know I was here? 'Cause you were typing. That's why. All right, I'm gonna click the Nook while Val steals my viewers. Get ourselves another key. All right, a little look around this room. We've been in here before. There doesn't seem to be anything we can interact with over here. Somebody's doing a lot of reading though. Lots of books. Just chilling here doing lots of reading. There's a little like jukebox thing we can't interact with. There's a picture of a bathtub. Oh, there's our key to grab. A few more books on the walls. And oh, look, a cute little bat. Look at him. How cute. Anytime, take him off. And there is this that tells us we should possibly write down things. I did notice last time we were in the Nook, on this note here, the word beside is like italicized. And I don't know if that means anything, but we're in a different spot than we were last time, and the same word is italicized. So I think that it's the same thing regardless. Okay, bye. So anything else in this room we want to look at, or should we proceed through this door here? Also, I'm kind of missing the music. There's like a little bit of atmospheric music in this game every once in a while, but for the most part, it's just so quiet. We're just sitting in silence. But if I turn on some other sort of music, I feel like it's gonna kind of clash with the vibes of the game. If I start playing Animal Crossing music, that's gonna be pretty weird if KK Slider starts just like singing in the background. So I guess we're just gonna have quiet. Because I don't have any better ideas. And nobody seems to be chiming in, so let's proceed through this door. Okay. So we got 3 options once again. We've got a bedroom that'll let us go south. We'll get 2 steps out of it. But if we put this here, the benefit of getting 2 steps every time we enter the room, unless there's something incredibly important in the next room this connects to, I don't think we're going to be getting that benefit very frequently. We also have the option of a chapel, which will take a coin from us every time we go through, but we'll be able to go north and south from here, which is very helpful. But it looks like the security will also let us go north or south. It costs a gem, but we have the gems to spend. View inventory of all items currently in the house. That's kind of handy. We can see what items we may have missed, what's hidden around the estate for us to pick up. And I don't think we've been into security yet. So let's go with security since we haven't had any other opportunities to have the security room yet. And we'll see what that's about, unless anybody has any strong feelings to the contrary. I'm gonna go with security then. Oh, we get a cutscene. I forgot about this. First time we come in. I'll be quiet. Here's a little bit of that atmospheric music. Now imagine if we had that cute hat on. Imagine. Oh, we have a hat. But we're not wearing it. Remember when I said I was going to be quiet through the cutscene? You're back. Val just wanted me so he could netherite my blessed helmet. Oh, nice, nice. I had a feeling I had to do with the redeems. But the nerve of him to come in here. Poke. Boop. So, how can you hear me right now? You're live. All right, so this is the security room. There's clearly lots and lots of monitors. It seems every room in the house, presumably, is being monitored. Oh, we were just in the parlor. Any of the other rooms we were in? This one. So yeah. Oh, there's a note here. It says blue memos equal true. Red memos equal lies. Blue memos are true. Red memos are lies. Okay. Blue equals true. Red equals lies. Oh, we can interact with the computer. Welcome to Mount Holly Security. Okay, here's where we can view the estate inventory. The following is a detailed list of items currently in the house that have yet to be collected. This is a list. This list will be updated as new rooms are added. So right now, all the rooms we have, it doesn't seem there's anything we've missed. We've picked up all the items. There's a key card system. Security doors are doors within the estate that can only be unlocked with an electronic key card. The key card system is currently operational. Key card system settings. Security level medium, offline mode locked. Is there anything else here? The security level determines the amount of keycard security doors that will be deployed in your estate. You should expect to see 1 or 2 security doors with a low setting and 5 or 6 with a high setting. Okay, so it's currently set to medium, so you'd assume it's somewhere in the middle. We'll probably have 3 or 4 doors that require a security key. But we don't have that key. So perhaps we should set that to low so that we encounter less of these doors that we don't have the key to. Yeah? I'm gonna do that. What's offline mode? This mode determines the default setting the security doors will be set to if power is lost, during a blackout, for example. As a general safety rule, offline mode should be set to unlocked if any staff are working on the estate. Set security level high and lock them, says Zeri. Is that what you think we should do? Have it set high and locked? Okay. I don't think anybody else has an opinion on the matter. Set it to high and locked? Butterfly says no. Butterflies, what do you think we should do? You're helping? Are you helping, Zeri? Clappies for Zeri for landing. Also, hi, my friend. How are you? It's my turn to drop. Butterfly says it should be low. You know what? I think Zeri might be trolling. And unlocked. Okay. Let's set it to unlocked and low. I think that's the way to go, butterflies. I think that's the way to go. Okay, so that seems to be all we can do. Now do high and unlocked. Was there anything else in here? Log into network. Terminal password. Password. Incorrect password. Any guesses? Twitch has trolling? Unbelievably, yes. Yes, it does. Incorrect? You think the password's incorrect? You know, it says incorrect password. Somehow it didn't work. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, butterflies. Hi, Will. Will says Creed. Okay, hold on. We'll try 1, 2, 3, 4. Incorrect. I tried password, Jules. You want me to try password again? Hold on, we gotta try Creed first. Creed. Creed is not correct. Sorry, Will. Maybe password in all caps will work. Password. Yelling at it didn't help. Terminal. Guys, I don't think we have the password to the terminal. Password. Oh, you know what? You're so right. It's probably with some special characters. SSW0RD. Password. Imagine if that worked. Will. You forgot a letter, Will. You forgot a letter there. We've already tried password. All right. I don't think we can get into the computer at this point. Something tells me that standing here and guessing passwords is not going to work. There doesn't seem to be anything else on the desk other than this here notepad that tells us that blue memos are true and red memos are lies. You need a special character from pressing Alt F4. Okay, let me try that. All right, let's see over here. A Q drop. Okay, we can do a Q drop, Will. Oh, that's not the button. This is the button. Q drop. Get your drops in. Get your drops in. Exclamation point drop with an emote of your choice. I will start the prediction. And I will also take a sip of water because I feel like I'm slurring all my words together. Everybody hydrate. Prediction is live if you would like to wager your channel points and or your bragging rights. Timer 5 minutes, please. Thank you. Have you tried turning it off and on again? I did not see a power button. I did not see a power button on this computer here. Sorry. All right, everybody get your drops. Get your drops. Get your drops. Will's in the drop. Mario's in the drop. Matt and Jules both in the drop. Very nice. Very nice. All right. So things are spinning. I guess they're recording us constantly. I don't see any cameras, but this very clearly is a camera looking at us from. Where is it? Where is this camera? Oh. Got coffee and a microwave, guys. We can microwave our coffee. They just knew. They knew they should keep the coffee pot directly next to the microwave for maximum convenience. How nice. Oh, we got some messages on the message board. Staff notice. Made for me, right?
Howdy,
Game
howdy,
of the year
howdy.
right here. Howdy, Will. Howdy, howdy, howdy. All right, staff notice. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live-out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Mrs. Babbage. Terminal password. Guys, it's the terminal password, but they crossed it out on us. They crossed it out. How rude. Laboratory. 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 Where they keep the Labradors. Obviously. Oh, look, there's the password. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I can't see through these scribbles. Okay, we got 2 pictures, and we got 2 notes. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and access levers are no longer required to grant entry. The password is scribble? Okay, let's try it. Let's try it. We'll try scribble. Is it 2 B's? Maybe it's Scrabble. Maybe the password's Scrabble. Capital S? Scribble. Incorrect. I'm gonna try Scrabble. Scribble. Incorrect. Scrabble. Scrabble's also not correct. 2 B's or not 2 B's? That is the question, Matt. That is the question. Okay, back over here. We were reading some notes. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and access levers are no longer required to grant entry. Alternatively, this note says keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. Okay, this message that we saw over here says that blue memos are true and red memos are lies. So I think that red memo is a lie, since that's what we are told here. And the blue memo is true. So if the red one's a lie, then I don't think the antechamber is unlocked. We may, in fact, need access levers. Considering this is saying that this is no longer required, but it's red. I think it's lying to us, friends. I don't think we should believe it. The blue one says that security doors are more likely to be found as we go north. So security doors and locked doors in general. The further north we go, things will be more likely to be locked. And that is allegedly true. Tall boys for like 420. What that's what you think the mess? Okay, let's try it. Let's try it. And then we have an ad. Let's try Jules's password. Oh, that's our Q drop. Last call for the Q drop as well. Get your drops in. I just gotta try this one last password. We'll do the drop and then we'll take our break. So Jules says tall boys with a Z, number 4, life with a F. Oh, sorry, with a Y. Life 420. Oh no. There's a limit. There is a character limit to this password, and we have reached it. I'll try the tall boys for life, though. Hello? Will you? There we go. Incorrect password. The limit does not exist. Okay. Let's get our drop in. Last call, exclamation point drop with an emote. Let me just see what happened with the prediction. 1 channel point on each side. It's a real big prizes on the line here. Hold on, I have an dictionary. Thank you, Zeri. We'll work on that after the break, okay? We'll spend the rest of the break just sitting here trying to guess the password out of the dictionary. Here we go. And we're dropping in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're dropping. No. Here we go. What's gonna happen? Oh, we got some chaos bits from Zeri. Thank you very much, Zeri, for those chaos bits. Oh, how are the chaos bits gonna affect things? Oh, I'm heading in the right direction. Are we gonna stay doing that? I might land. Am I gonna land? Y'all got wrecked in the corner, but me, I landed because microwave coffee is the best. Speaking of microwaved coffee, I could use some more. So while I take this break and get some more coffee, I encourage y'all to check in with yourselves. Okay, I'm gonna complete the prediction. I landed, which means the hopers, the dreamers, and the believers chose correctly. All one of you. I think there was one person. Congratulations. Who believed? Who believed? Who was it? Who believed? Tell me. Tell me who did it. Jove! Clappies for Jove. I will reset the drop since it's just me that landed. Corner party. Yeah. Jove wins. You're gonna enjoy spending Will's channel point? You do that, Jove. You do that. Okay, friends. Check in with yourselves. Get a drink, a snack, a stretch. Take your meds. Use the restroom. Microwave your coffee. And I'll be back in just a moment. BRB! What is this conversation? Welcome back from the break. What is going on here? Water is more wet than moist. Who's insides? What? What are we talking about? Okay. That's normal and reasonable. Yep. Anyway, I got my coffee. Who else has a nice little beverage this morning? Or whatever time zone you happen to be in. All right. So we still have not determined the password for this particular terminal, but we did learn that red memos are false, blue memos are true, and doors are going to be more likely to be locked as we go north. So before we go north, I think we should fill in this room here on the bottom side and see what we get. And we have the option of the utility closet, which I think might have something to do with security, since it mentioned a breaker box and that said something about electricity. There's also the maid chambers, which seems like a negative thing, less likely to find items around your house. I want items. I want items. Items are good. Items are keys and gems and coins. Speaking of items, walk-in closet. 4 items. I don't think we've gotten the walk-in closet yet. It does require us to spend a gem, and we only have 2 now. But I'm leaning toward breaker box. Any input? Jove says, moist was ranked the 4th grossest word on a poll in a poll conducted in 2022. I don't think it's a particularly gross word. I don't necessarily understand why that's a gross word. 2022 is so last year. Oh god, it really is, huh? It's 2026 now. At least we're back into even digits. 2026, all even numbers. Love it. Love it. I don't remember a single good thing about 2022. I don't remember a single thing about most things. Zeri suggests the closet. The walk-in closet or the utility closet? There's 2 closets here. There are 2 closets. Yes, okay. Utility closet it is. Thank you for your input, Zeri. Okay. We got a breaker box. I've never noticed this sign, this little note here. I couldn't read this on my laptop. Toggling the breaker switches may result in unexpected loss of floor plan functionality. Please call DC Power if you require assistance. So we got the keycard entry system, which I believe is our security keycard. Oh no, Will. That's rough. That's really rough. Cards is key. So that's currently on. We could switch this off. VAC indicators. Okay. Buttons we can click. We can have Christmas lights. Okay. We don't seem to know what to do with that yet. And then there is 3 other switches here. One for the gymnasium, one for the dark room, and one for the garage. Is there anything anybody thinks we should do with anything in this box? Jules managed to stay COVID free until mid 2022. When did I get COVID? I got it from Kong, who got it from somebody at work right around New Year's. I think it was 2021 going into 2022. And to my knowledge, that's the only time I've had COVID. But like half of cases are completely asymptomatic, so you never know. Was shielding my dad and brother, and they got it before you. Oh my gosh. They'll microwave coffee on the breaker box. There we go. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. Should I just dump this directly onto my monitor? Will that work? Joe says, I think I got COVID in 21 and 23. Mario hasn't tested positive. Christmas 2023, my mom had it and didn't tell anyone she was sick and let us come over and share food on Christmas Day. I remember when that happened, Jules, because I wanted to fight your mom. I was so mad about that. I was so mad about that on your behalf. Oh my god. Anyway. Alright, guys. I'm gonna give you a little hint. This keycard entry system, remember when it said if it lost the power? I'm gonna switch this off. Always, Jules. Always. Yeah, not like that's a thing that should be of any concern to anybody. 2023 was my worst health year ever. COVID was only like the fourth worst thing I had. I remember a lot of what you shared about that, Joe. Wild year. I'm glad things seem to be a little better now. No need to brag, Jules. Okay. At this point, I think this is the only thing we really know what it does. So, keycard entry system is now in the off position. With that in mind, let's take a little look at the computer here. Keycard system. It's offline. So, offline mode means that the doors will be unlocked when we hit a security door, which we have our security system set to low. It says we should encounter 1 to 2 doors if it's low. Is there anything anybody wants to do before we leave to go to the next room? I got a dad joke. Turn it back on. Sorry. There, you're not helping. We got a dad joke from Matt. Is this actually going to be a good joke? I feel like the jokes and the facts are often sad and morbid. If humans lose the ability to hear high-frequency volumes as they get older, can my 4-week-old son hear a dog whistle? Doctor, no. Humans can never hear that high of a frequency no matter what age they are. Me. Trick question. Dogs can't whistle. Zeri is a red post-it note, right? Honestly, Matt. Zeri, you are a red post-it note. Alright. If nobody has any input, I am going to head through this door. In 3, 2, 1. Opens the door. Alright, next rooms. Oh my god. Poster, that was your input? I don't know what you mean by poster. But we have 3 rooms to choose from here. We can have a guest bedroom, which will give us 10 steps. We can have the commissary, which will sell us stuff. We do have 5 coins now. I don't know what kind of items we could get sold. Or we can have the boiler room, which says it's a power source. I don't think we've encountered anything that requires power at this point. Jules says guest bedroom, so she has a place to stay. Bedrooms do frequently have items, and we'd get 10 steps out of it, so we could potentially continue north through the entrance hall. That would make this a dead end, but that's not the end of the world. We have one path forward over here, and we have another path potentially forward over here off of the kitchen. We might start encountering things that need power, though. That's true. That's true. It would be nice to have it all ready. You think and the boiler room lets us go north as well as back west. I'm leaning toward boiler room, if only for the 2 doors. But I also know how incredibly frustrating this room is. Boiler, 2 doors. All right, you know what? Boiler, let's go for it. 2 doors. 2 doors in the boiler room. Okay. Here we are in the boiler room. Here is one of our 2 doors. Can't get across that. We can go down here. Moody, you too, Will. Okay, there's some things we can interact with. A nice pile of dirt. Happy lurking, Mario. What do you think? Should we just start flipping buttons? See what happens? I don't think there was anything else we could do up here other than go through that door. So we could just go through this door, or we could start messing around with things. Fiddlesticks. Jules, do you remember Fiddlesticks? I used to take my brother to Fiddlesticks all the time, so he could play with the batting cages. You don't remember Fiddlesticks? Fiddlesticks was a place, Jules. There were like batting cages and I think other stuff that I can't remember. It's very, very fuzzy. Did they have a big balloon? I don't remember that. I mainly remember the batting cages. Yes, I do have a brother. I have an older brother. The mini golf. Yes, the mini golf, batting cages, etc. Yes, yes, yes. That was a place that existed. I think it's a Stop and Shop now. That whole area is very, very different. Okay, so there's stuff here. We don't know what any of these buttons do. We could just start flipping things, or we could just continue through the door. What do you guys think? Do we start flipping things, or do we try just to go through the door that we can get to? But yeah, I have a brother and a sister. Flip things! Let's flip things! All right. Yes, okay, yes, yes, yes. All right, I remember that now. All right, we can flip this. Okay. That goes, there's 2 ways. Okay. Flipping this thing seems to turn it like on and off. I give third child, to be fair. I probably do. I probably do. Whatever that means. Okay, looks like we can mess with this. So that can go 2 ways. This can also spin around, it looks like. It's a compliment. It's just like that it can go both ways. Okay. Some of my favorite people are third child, balances well with my obviously first child energy. I don't necessarily know what that means, but if it means that's why we get along, then so be it. Okay, so this is giving off some sort of steam. You can turn it on and off. I think it needs to be in the on position. We probably need this to power some stuff. Literally everyone's dad, if you hadn't noticed. Is that what that means? Dad energy? Jules is baby. Jules is baby. I am baby. Alright, so I guess we should start seeing... Oh! Well, having this here, that's spinning now.
If you're not real, then how come I feel this way?
Little babies.
Come here.
Oh, Mulder didn't even react to that. Usually when I do that, when I say that one out loud, the gets Mulder's attention, but he's out cold. He's just a little black void snoozing on the couch right now. Okay, so this thing's rotating. What does that mean? That doesn't seem to be changing what happens over here. I don't think. Maybe we need to rotate this one so it powers something else? Alright, well, the power's coming out there. What happens with that one? Okay, this has power, but I don't know what that is powering. The door up there? I don't know what pack a punch. Alright, so we can now interact with this, it seems. So let's turn this one on and see what happens. Alright, so steam's coming out of this one now. Where's this one going? Going... up. Going sideways. Is there a little walkway up to that drops down when powered? Up to here? We can rotate this around and see what changes when we rotate it. Uh-huh. This walkway, huh? Okay. So there's a walkway there now. But we appear to be locked out. So power the walkway and the door and you can go through. Gotta get past that first. So there's more pieces to this puzzle, it seems. I don't think we've powered this thing yet. We've rotated this around a bit. It seems to mess with the stuff over here. We can rotate it around a few more times and see if anything else changes. That takes the walkway back in, so we won't be able to go through. That makes this spin. And that door open. So this is powering this. This appears to be powering the door. So if we put this here, it's powering nothing. It's powering nothing. Perfect. Love that. That's the door. I think that's the walkway. All right. So I don't think this is going to solve our way forward here. My big question is what drops the bars that lead to the door up top? Yeah, I think let's mess with this side of things a little more. What happens if we do that? Well, that changes some things. Right? The walkway is no longer out. But we do have this now. Little elevator. Let's go up the elevator. Hi, Lateral. How are you? Welcome on in. Okay. So now... Oh, door's locked. Still can't go through there. We can go... What's this do? That flips something here. Oh, can this be powered? Alright, that's powered. And that opens the door. So, I guess that's our way forward? Or what's over here? Should we flip this thing? Out on a walk. Nowhere to walk to, though, really. Yeah, you don't always need a destination. Nothing wrong with just strolling. See where the roads take you. I hope you enjoy the walk. Some fresh air. Fresh air can't hurt, right? Alright, that's what opens this part. So that lifts that, but we still don't have a path forward because of the other thing. So I guess technically we could just use the little elevator to get to both doors. We can still go back through security. We can go through here. Or we can go use the elevator and use that third door. Not a heckin' thing in Raleigh. Well, you got roads and you got fresh air. What more do you need, right? Okay, so we can get to both doors now. We can take the little elevator up and use that door on the other side. Or we can continue through this door. So do you think we should go west or north, or is there something else in this room that somebody would like to take a look at? It's also very sunny. Oh, that sounds nice, Lateral. It's super cloudy here today. A little bit of, we're supposed to get some, like, a mix of rain and snow, I think. So I'm glad you got some sunshine. That's very nice. North or west? North or west, folks? Which way are we going? We're an hour and a half in. Do we think we're going to get through day 2 today? We've spent the first stream on this on one day in the game. North. Zari wants to go north. Anybody else want to go north? I'm going to go back on the little elevator if we go north. I think Zari's just trying to make this difficult. Jules says north. All right, back to the little elevator. Here we go. All right, we got 3 rooms. Once again, we got a dead end. Bedroom will give us 10 steps. Lavatory. Dead end. Doesn't say anything. Dark room. You cannot see the floor plans while drafting in this room. Yeah, Lateral. I like that. I love that for you. Or maybe west. Zari? I swear to God. Hello, Scotty. Welcome in. How are you? Good morning, my friend. I hope you're having a good week so far. And have I said Happy New Year to you? Even if I did, Happy New Year again. Do you want the dark room, Matt? Is that what you're saying? I know how much you love Life is Strange. Does Matt want to go in the dark room? Who's gonna pick? Which room we going for? We can have any of them. The dark room does give us 2 doors, one north and one west, but we won't be able to see what we're drafting. Bedroom Jules! Zarius's dark room. Happy New Year. Doing good here. Hope things are going well for you. Yeah, they're going just fine, Scotty. Thank you very much. Just, you know, take it one day at a time. Matt needs to face his fear. The dark room could be interesting. I'm seeing a lot of interest in the dark room. Let's go for it. Have we been in the dark room yet? I don't know if we have been. Well, it's dark. Can't really see much of anything in here now. We do have 2 doors forward. This is one of the security doors. And then we have this one. So, from the looks of it, we can't really do anything in here right now. Everything's very dark. We can't see. Right? Was anybody in the chat paying attention earlier? I know what I would do with my knowledge from my other playthrough. What do you guys think? Do we proceed forward? Do we go back for something? We can either proceed north or west, or we could go to some other part of the house. This feels like a test. Security door or power. Ignore this room and go north. Jove's lurking for lunchtime. Enjoy your lunch, Jove. Hope it's delicious and nutritious. What do you mean power, Matt? What do you mean by that? It is a bit of a test. We have been in another room in here that, we got the last room for power. Power the lights on. Okay. You think we should go back into the boiler room and mess around with that a little bit? See if we can get some power going from the boiler room? Let's mess around with this. Let's see if we can get some power. It's either that or security. Alright, so we got this thing up here. That didn't seem to do anything. Activating it. What's this do? Nothing seems to be happening. Power off means security is unlocked, right? We already turned off the security, the key card system. When we were in the utility closet, that closet had the option to turn off the key guard system from the power box, from the breaker box. Okay. So flipping that changed something. It closed the door. And now we have one of these things lit up. So if one of the things is lit up, perhaps we need to light up all 3. So flipping this seems to have put the power going this way toward this big contraption, right? Let's go back down and see what we can do down here. Because we have all these doodads that we can rotate around and change things. Let's follow the lines. Let's follow the lines. So this one seems to feed upward into this. But right now it's going this way to feed into the elevator. So right now we're powering the elevator. But we could probably flip this, right? Okay, now that's going upward. So if that's one pipe, two pipes, the third one seems to be from here. Perhaps. That made this come out. So we can walk across again. So I think that opened up the walkway this way. So we can go across here. Okay, we can get back up here now. And look, we got all three things lit up. Do you think we should press this button? Do we activate it? The activate button's lit up. I think we should press it. Do we press it, guys? Do we do it, chat? Do we press the activate button? Always press all buttons. Okay, press. Okay, things are spinning. The only thing is, we can't get back into that room. Auto-destruct activated. Mount Holly Estate will self-destruct in T-minus 10 minutes. Alright, so that's spinning. That's powered. We got power from this now. We do have this little thing we can mess with. And doing that seems to change something going on up here with the ducts. So that's going that way. To the right, send it to the dark room. Okay. To the right. Okay, we're sending it to the dark room. But there's only one thing. We can't get into the store. Maybe if we go back down, we can try to rotate it to get this powered. Or there was this thing here. I'm just gonna give us that one. That one opens the store. Okay, let's Still kind of dark in here. Still can't really see what we're doing. There's something going on with the ducks, but still dark. Do you think we should go through one of the doors, or maybe we should turn the key card system back on? That's probably exactly what we need, Zeri. Zeri thinks we should go turn the key card system back on in security. What do you guys think? Do you think that'll fix the power issue? What else have we been to? Alright, well we have plenty of doors to proceed forward through, or we can head back to something if somebody has any ideas. So, unless somebody has something specific they'd like to go back to, should we proceed through this room, or should we go back into the boiler room and try to go toward the west? Laterals dropping. So I think just so that we learn how the dark room works, maybe we should proceed through one of the doors here. Oh, lateral landed. Clappies for lateral. Clappies, clappies. I want to drop 2. My turn. My turn. Let's open one of the doors in here. Now the key card system is currently off, even though Zeri keeps trying to turn it on. So I believe this door should be unlocked for us since the system is off. And it is. Oh. This is different than anything I've encountered. We can't see what this is, but it's not giving us 3 options. Well, it is, I guess. Wait, are there 3 options here? This one's lit up. This is something I legitimately haven't encountered in my other playthrough. I guess there's 3 rooms here. I can't see the squares because it's so dark. But, like, we gotta click the one that is glowing, right? We have to, right? I feel like we have to. I've literally never powered this room before. I'm clicking the glowy one. How can I not click the glowy one? Oh, it's the furnace. You cannot see. Wait, the furnace. You are more likely to draw red rooms. Thanks, Matt. Thanks, Matt. Okay. Free key! We got a key! Okay. So the furnace. Yep. And the piloter. Anything else in here? We're more likely to draw red rooms now. So should we go back through here and open this one, or should we go open through the boiler room? The other door in the dark room, or the other one in the boiler room? I kind of want to see if this one's also lit up. I'm gonna click this door. We're not gonna be able to see what the floor plan's on, but maybe there'll be another glowy one. Maybe? Maybe? Possibly? Oh, it's locked. Do we want to use our shiny new key that we just got? Or should we try to proceed through another door? Do we use the key or go back? I mean, we did just get a free key, right? I want to use the key. Okay. So there's another glowy one, which I'm guessing means it's powered in some way. We gotta go with it. Furnace and dark room. I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, totally fine. Totally fine. I'm clicking the glowy one. We're gonna find out. I feel like we're gonna get another room with a fun little secret. Oh. Oh no! Oh! That's a really bad one. The weight room takes half our steps. We only have 16 steps left. We only have 16 steps left now. Or 15 steps left. Okay, I'm not seeing anything that happened, but it looks like all this ductwork is powered still. Can we interact with anything? Get a nice little workout in. Been working on my upper body strength. Do some lifting. Okay, well from here it appears we have 3 doors. 3 doors to choose from. Do we want to proceed south, west, or north? Anybody want to choose which door we go through next? Are you going south, west, or north? I kind of personally... South? Is that south? 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 I think you're saying south. Do you have peanut butter stuck to the roof of your mouth? I think Zari's eating a peanut butter sandwich. South. Let's go south. So that's this door. Okay. There's a spare room, so that'll be a dead end. There's a laundry room where we can launder currency. Let's go back to the kitchen. We might be able to get there. We can spend a gem to do some laundry, or we can get the archives that says while drafting, you will no longer be able to see all 3 of your potential floor plans. So I believe we've gotten this one already, and it takes away, like, you know how in the dark room we couldn't see any of them? Normally we can see 3. The archive means one of them we won't be able to see what it is. So we'd only have two and then an unknown one to choose from. But I'm also noticing something else here. Literally, I've never had the boiler room this early. This is pretty big. It appears that both of these are somehow affected by having power. See the little blue lines? Both of these are powered right now. I don't know what happens when you power the archives. It might just be like the weight room where it doesn't seem like anything. It's just another place for the power to go. I've also never powered the laundry room. But that would take our last gem. The spare room is just a dead end. Like, the door goes into the wall of the nook that doesn't bring us anywhere. So it's just... It feels like a waste, considering we have both of these to choose from. But this will be kind of detrimental to us because then we would only be able to see 2 of them moving forward. Laundry, let's wash some clothes. I'm curious because I haven't powered the laundry room before. So let's do it. Let's spend our gem. Oh, I'm like, why am I not moving forward? My fingers are not lined up on the keyboard. Okay, here we have the laundry room. We've got 2 pictures on the wall. We've got, oh, a coin. Free coin. Don't mind if I do. Got a whole bunch of, what's this do? Laundry services. Spin cycle. This service costs 5 coins and will exchange all of your gems with all of your coins. So your coins would be turned into gems? Or your gems will be turned into coins? I've never done this. I've never used the laundry service before. For 5 coins, all your keys will be swapped with all of your gems. So keys would be turned into gems? Fluff and fold. This service costs 10 coins. Will exchange all of your keys with all of your coins. Okay. I don't think I want to spend my coins on any of this. It just sounds like it turns stuff into other things. Nothing in the trash? Come on. Specialty services. Okay, this must be what happens when it's powered. I think we can always interact with the other laundry machines, but I haven't. I literally haven't. Shoe shine. This service costs 5 coins. Will exchange all of your steps with all of your gems. What? Is it turning all of them into... Oh, wow. All of your remaining stars with your allowance permanently. We don't even have an allowance yet. And I don't think we've got the observatory either. All of your dies with all of your keys. Okay. I don't think I actually want to do any of this. It swaps the numbers. What? So it would turn 14 steps into 14 gems and then we'd be done because we don't have any gems to turn into steps? Wanna get 14 gems that we can't spend anywhere because the game will end immediately? Okay, so this would turn our coins into gems and our gems into coins. So we'd end up with 6 gems and no coins. But we have to spend 5 coins first. So I think it's only going to give us 1 gem. We don't have any gems, though. I'm kind of tempted to do this one just because we don't have any gems. But we could go spend our money on food. And we're kind of low on steps. We only have 14 steps. This is interesting, though. Thank you, Will. Thank you for verifying my math. I appreciate that. Alright, I learned a lot about the laundry room today. This is one thing I haven't messed with on my current playthrough. One of many things. But that's good to know. So if we power this room, we get access to this one, the specialty services. I wonder if those stay the same or if they swap out. Yeah, I've never powered the room before. I usually have the worst luck with the boiler room, and it's never anywhere I want it to be. It's never near anything I'm trying to do. I'm like, oh yes, I got this room, let's power it, and then I never get the boiler room, where it's on the opposite side of the house. Okay, I think that's all we're gonna do with the laundry room then, because we don't have very much money to work with at this point, and I don't think it's really beneficial for us to spend what few coins we have to get one of something. So let's go back into the weight room here. We're down to 13 steps now. Okay. So since we're down to 13 steps, I personally am tempted to make our way toward the west wing of the house to try to double back into the kitchen and maybe spend the coins we do have on some food. Because we're not going to be able to go too much further with our 13 steps. I never knew I could click on this. Steps represent how much energy you have left for exploring. Oh. Special floor plans. Goods and services. Okay. I didn't know I could click that. You can open the doors in here without going through them. That's true. That's true, Zeri. Why don't we do that then? We can place some rooms without losing steps. That's a good point. I do think I want to make my way back west, unless anybody has any input on that. But let's open the rooms first. Let's open this one that goes to the north. And see what we get. Alright, we got a gymnasium. We got the archives. And there's a passageway, but we don't have any gems. So we can't do that one. So the gym's going to take 2 more steps if we go through it. And the archives will take away one of the floor plans we can look at. Yeah, this is not great. But we only lose the steps when we go through it. But this one will let us go north. Whose idea was this, right? I don't know. Must have been mine. Must have been my terrible idea. Oh gosh, we got ads incoming. Oh! Yes, we're getting the archives because I accidentally clicked. Oops. On that note, let's take this break. Let's take this break. Since the ads are about to begin. Everybody, I encourage you to check in with yourselves at this time. See if you need anything. Are you thirsty? Hungry? Maybe you have meds to take. Maybe you need the restroom. I know a good little stretch would do me some good. So let's all take a moment, check in with ourselves. I'm gonna put up the BRB screen. I will reset the drop. And I'll be back in about 3 minutes. Maybe I'll actually put music on this time. BRB! Kid Rock has a cruise? What in the world? Ugh. Welcome back from the break, friends. How are we doing? How are we doing? I'll lower the music again. Resume day 2. I'm so mad that I accidentally picked that. Oh, that's going to be such a detriment for the rest of the game. To only have 2 of the things to choose from, and we have no gems. We do have 2 keys. We have 2 keys. Okay. Well, I guess since that's already open, let's power this one. Let's open this one and see what this does. Okay. We have one option. We have one option and one option only because we have no gems. I am curious what these things would be powering. But, I think we gotta go with the lavatory on this one. Matt here? Matt loves the stool cupboard. Will's gotta be in Detroit in August. August. I don't know why I'm saying August so weird. In August. Jen got ice cream. Oh, Jen, what kind of ice cream? What kind of ice cream you got? Is there enough to share? Do you get enough for the rest of the class? What is a passageway again? The passageway it appears to just be a 4-way corridor. I do not know anything else about it. I don't know if there's something else hidden in it, or if it just happens to be something that carries the power. You want to go to Portland? I haven't been... I've been to Portland, Maine. I've been to Maine a couple times, but I don't think I've been to Portland. I've definitely never been to Portland, Oregon. Salted caramel with chocolate swirl. Cashew-based and plenty for... It's cashew-based ice cream? I've never had cashew ice cream. I do really like cashews. As far as nuts go, I think cashew is one of the better ones. Cashew ice cream. I'm so intrigued, Jen. Let's take a babes trip to Maine. I'm down. Just let me, you know, get quite a bit more work between now and then, hopefully. The slow season's killing me, Jules. It's killing me. Cashew ice cream is the only vegan kind I like. I've never had vegan ice cream, I guess. I'm very intrigued. I would totally try that. Because I've never heard of it. I don't know. I've never heard of cashew ice cream. Sue me, Will. Salted caramel, of course, my favorite flavor, anything. Jules, you and my sister. Salted caramel. How do you feel about pistachio, Jules? Because if you're a big fan of pistachio, you and my sister have very similar taste. You love pistachio? That's like the 2 things I associate with her. Salted caramel and pistachio. I'm like, oh, she'd love that. That's right up her alley. You have the brand So Delicious, it's great. I have not seen that brand, but I will keep an eye out for it. Now I'm gonna send Kong on a mission to find me cashew ice cream. When I go to the gelato place near work, I get a scoop of salted caramel and a scoop of pistachio. No way. No way. Okay, I don't know why we're sitting on the screen still. There is only one option that we can choose since we have no gems. The lavatory. And here we have the lavatory. You have 13 steps. Is Matt even here? Because if Matt's not here, I'm not going to waste a step even walking into this room. Because in my experience, nothing happens. Matt, do you want us to go into the stool cupboard? Or are you satisfied seeing hand towels from out here? Can I sleep in the bathtub? Possibly. There is a bathtub. Wouldn't be the first time. The tool cupboard. No, the stool cupboard. Save steps and don't disturb Jules' bedroom. All right, Jules, enjoy your nap in the tub. So now we have the option of proceeding through the archives or doubling back toward the entrance hall, which would take quite a few steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to get back to the entrance hall. And even further if we wanted to go through the kitchen. So I think at this point our only option is to go through the archives. And just hope we can loop back toward the kitchen to see if we can get some steps. Because we have 6 coins. That could be 3 bananas right there. 2 coins per banana. Nice well-balanced meal of 3 bananas. Only done that after 1 too many adult grape juices. It happens. It happens to the best of us. You shouldn't have that many? No? Why not? I like bananas. Alright, we're going into the archives. That is a lot of ductwork. Alright, so I'm thinking that this one just means that anything attached to any of these walls will potentially be powered. Have we been in here before? We may not have been in here before. Because I don't think we've gone through this, which is a lot of reading. I will read it out loud, but it's a lot of reading. It's a scrapbook of different articles. And this is a lot of, like, background stuff about a person that we may or may not know. Yeah, but Jules, it's been like... When was that? Like 13 years ago? You haven't done that in this house. You shouldn't have too much potassium. Okay, you're right. There is potassium. Is 3 bananas actually too much potassium? Is that like dangerous levels of potassium? Nobody's ever warned me not to eat too many bananas. Nobody's ever been like, don't you dare eat more than 2 bananas in a day. Nobody's ever told me that. They don't teach us anything in American schools. Nobody warned you of anything. Anyway, let's read some articles here from August 22nd of 85. I believe in this game we're in 94 or something, around there, mid-90s. Kong, fun fact, Kong is actually allergic to bananas. He can eat them if they're cooked, but he can't eat raw bananas. It's a good thing he can eat them cooked, though, because I made chocolate chip banana muffins a few days ago, and there are still many of them left over, and I need help. Mr. Jen will have 6 bananas in 1 smoothie? That's gotta be a sizable smoothie. That's a lot of bananas. How much caffeine in a day is acceptable? That's a good question. Alright, here we go. Marigold wins Herald Literary Honor. Popular children's writer Marion Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday that her picture book, Swimbird, had been chosen as the Herald Literary Medal Illustrated Book of the Year. This is Marigold's second time winning the prestigious honor. The previous medal was, of course, for her debut effort. She was no stranger to the public eye even before her literary success, the niece and closest living relation of Baron H.S. Sinclair. Mary began using Marigold as a pen name to free her from the political associations that one might make with the Sinclair family. Okay. Does anybody remember the little book we read in the nursery last stream? About the Red Prince and his red book? Yeah, Red Prince. Yeah, butterflies. Got it. Butterflies. Marion Marigold was the author of The Red Prince. So that's what that's referring to as her first book. Her debut effort was The Red Prince. January 27th of 86, Swimbird author never considered herself success. She confided, my son was the one that actually got me to start writing. I had always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime. And so as we ran out of books we owned, my imagination had to take over from there. Marigold has elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince, is based on her son and his inflexible love of the color red, a statement that has been held with much skepticism by the many pundits that viewed that book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. Can't say most of my knowledge comes from school. Most of my knowledge comes from the internet. And fun facts that Kong likes to tell me at random. Overshare, hardly any comes from school. Just the starting point. Yeah. School's more for like learning how to learn, right? Once I hit the age of about 13, it wasn't about learning, it was about how to pass an exam. Yeah. That's how I got through school. It was all about cramming what I needed for whatever test, getting a good grade, promptly forgetting whatever it was that I learned, and on to the next thing I have to cram into my brain for a short amount of time. Yeah. Alright, next page. November 11th of 86. Publisher and author detained by Red Guard, questioned. Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White were 2 of 3 dozen names that appeared on a leaked dossier naming them a person of interest in the Trinsdale bombing that killed 4 people last Tuesday. Although no group has come forth to officially take responsibility of the attack, it's widely believed by authorities to be the work of an insurgent group, RLCF, who also call themselves the Children of Blackwater. Ruffington Press was quick to dismiss the rumors in a statement released on Friday, maintaining that the popular author and Mr. White were simply victims of an unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. Can you imagine writing an article and adding this little tidbit yourself as the author? Whatever that means. This would not be the first time that the publishing house has defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy, though the charges were later dropped. All right, so some political turmoil, it would appear. 2 lattes. I don't know how much caffeine I have. It varies. I don't count. But I do drink, I don't drink full caffeinated coffee most of the time anymore. It's usually half calf. Because my little heart goes pitter-patter, and I don't like that. You must have been a pleasure to have in class, Will. Jen says, I was lucky I had a lot of teachers that focused on teaching us how to learn and question things rather than focusing on retention. $360 people in your year? Oh, like in your class? like the grade you were in. Words. I can have 1 cup of coffee. Cup 2 makes me anxious and jittery. Yeah, I love coffee though. I love the taste of coffee. I love just having a tasty beverage all the time. I need decaf coffee because I want to keep drinking coffee, but I can't drink as much regular coffee as I want to. So we ration it. We had a little decaf in just to keep it safe. I was the only person in my entire year who did A-level music, so I got the department most funding by them having the highest average grade in the school. Oh, that's my legacy. That's kind of wild that that's how funding's distributed. Oh dear, Jen. Oh no. Yeah, we had a couple questionable teachers. I just want to say I have a really good instinct for that sort of thing. Someone being a creep long before it's like publicly acknowledged that somebody is a creep. Jules knows what I'm talking about. That's putting it mildly. Yeah. And they still work for the school system. I hate it here. At least last I knew. Last I knew. Switch to decaf after the first so I can enjoy the sweet bean juice. Jen gets me. Jen, you and I, we're on the same wavelength. I don't think you're a creep, Will. I think you're a weirdo, but I don't think you're a creep. Did you guys hear that? Did the mic pick up that meow? Because that was Mulder. What are you meowing about, my boy? Do you want to come up? Do you want to come say hi? You want to come up? You can. Look. Come on up. Okay. Come on up. Can I get you to hop in my lap? You haven't been doing that since we, Don't knock over the camera. Please don't, sir. Sir, Mulder, come here. Come here. Come on. Up here. Come on up here. Come up. Come on. You can hop up. You can do it. Come on. I believe in you. I believe in you, my boy. Come on. He considered it. He considered hopping up from the floor. Mulder. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Come up here. Come on. Come on. Please. There he is. He did it. Look at him. Look at my precious boy. This is Mulder. And Mulder just let out a big ol' meow a second ago, which is very strange for him. What's up with that? Oh, okay, bye. He's like, you picked me up. That's unacceptable. Sorry. Sorry, I just want the people to see you. Alright, what did I miss over here? Plenty of darkroom teachers. Yeah, Matt, unfortunately. That's one way of putting it. Jules. Math never built for me around grade 8. It was like, this is the same as last year, and I kept thinking that every year until I graduated. Math was not my strong point. Math was not my strong point. I did somehow survive math classes. But yeah. Anything beyond, like, basic addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, anything beyond that, minor, like, small fractions, anything bigger, and I'm like, I have no idea what's happening. Tweakafer, hello, how are you? Welcome on in. You're helping Will with the song? Very nice, very nice. All right, shall we continue reading about the political turmoil of 1986? All right, November. Wait, how many days later is this? Hello, mouse? Why are we not working? November 11th, 86, November 17th. So a few days later. When you were 13. Did you continue with the math from there, Will? All right. Marigold drops publisher, local author, and popular personality Marion Marigold has announced a split with her long-term publishing partner, Ruffington Press, citing personal reasons. The announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning, whom Marigold has past referred to as her mentor, friend, and confidant. Marigold is the third prominent writer to distance themselves from the publisher this week. Manning, so that's Manning, Caleb Manning, and I guess I don't remember who White was. Whatever. Was seen at the corner. Oh wait, this is only some of the words. Many words missing. Was seen at the corner. Suspicious bag under waved down a local This is the third major. Last year, it is anticipated. Charged by the Crown. Manning was the lap. The trial begins on 2. Expected to last up to with grand treason. Very helpful. This is very informative. Grand treason. All right, February of 87. No traces discovered of Cinca Eris, but search continues. Oh, Will landed. That's what the clappies are about. Clappies for Will. Very nice. Excellent landing. Failed on doing physics at university because I wanted to do music. I'm gonna be so late today. Why? This isn't my fault. Don't blame me. Actually, you can blame me. Go ahead. I think I gave you permission to blame me last stream, so that's fine. That's fine. I had a Sarah says, I had a biology teacher who would answer any biology question at the end of class. He didn't know why poop is brown. He didn't know? That's unacceptable. He really should. How dare he offer to answer any questions and then not have an answer to such an important thing? Such an important question. Were you the one who stayed back to ask that question? To be fair, he did find out and got back to you. Okay, excellent. All right, that makes up for it then. It's acceptable to not know everything, but to find the information your class is looking for. What a guy. What a guy. Had a cozy stream, so I kept going back to sleep. Oh, that's the best. When you're having like a good stream, a good dream, a good stream. Keep coming back to stream too when it goes well. But a good dream that you just want to continue. Sadly, those are the dreams I can never get to like continue onward. The only time I can go back to sleep and continue a dream is when it's like the most terrifying thing possible. And you're like stuck in that state of trying to wake up. Anybody else? Anybody else? I never want to get out of bed when I'm having a good dream, right? Easy, Will. Easy. All right, last art. Oh, wait, no. Not the last article? There's 2 more articles. No traces discovered of Cinca Eris, but search continues. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator whose fanciful stories are written under the pen name Marion Marigold, was last seen by a close friend around 3:45 p.m. Friday getting into a carriage after a late luncheon date at the 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale. Mrs. Jones never arrived home and the carriage driver cannot be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned but have not deemed the case foul play. It's an out-of-character incident at this point, and we are seeking information. So, Marion, the author, has gone missing a couple months after distancing herself from her publisher. And here's the last couple pages of this. September 2nd, priceless jewels stolen in dramatic Royal Museum heist. Thieves in the Royal Capital Thieves in the royal capital of Fen Ares have broken into one of the crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of the aristocracy and high peerage, and access has never been granted to those outside noble circles. Sounds exclusive. At least not until today, as local police and forensic experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum grounds dredging for clues. The museum authorities said that they were alerted in the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms. The intruders broke into the museum, subdued the royal guard, and disabled the security system. By the time the militia arrived on the scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Although an official registry of the lost jewels has not been publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts rumored to be stolen is the renowned ruby crown of Arinda Ares, the priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to the historic value. If these rumors are true, the evidence may suggest that the theft was politically motivated. Priceless jewels stolen? No, not jewels. We can't replace her. She's one of a kind. We must recover the priceless jewels. Okay, so there we go. Lots of background lore. Marion Marigold has disappeared following some disturbing things with her colleagues and her publisher. And also, it said that she is the closest living relation of Baron H.S. Sinclair. So she's also related to our uncle. If Jules is stolen, who's going to do the stabby stabby hidey hidey? Anything for you, Jules. Anything for you. Okay. Let me go up this. I wanna go up the ladder. Why you give me ladder if can't use ladder? Why ladder if ladder no work? Riddle me that. Riddle me that. All right. I want to get toward the kitchen personally, so I think we should go west, which is this door. Any objections? Hope everyone picked up on the hidden code in those articles. Is there really a hidden code? I didn't even think of looking for funky words. Was there funky words in this one? You're just messing with me, Zari, aren't you? Person of interest. Oh, I don't want to go through this door. I want to go through this door. I'm hoping we can get a path that doubles back toward the kitchen so we can spend our coins on some extra steps. Or in the meantime, maybe we'll find a room that will give us steps. So let's go through this door. We have no gems. We have no gems. We have no gems. We have no gems. So the only room we can get is the closet that has 2 items. Okay. We got a key. We got a gem. Nothing else in here. But we have a gem now. We have a gem! So many red rooms. Hi, Noki. Yeah, we got the furnace, and the furnace means more red rooms. No Labradors for us. Not this time, anyway. Okay. Now we're down to 10 steps. This day might end quicker than we thought. Where you get 10 steps and an unlocked door. Okay. We can go hallway, which will let us go west or east. Or we could go for this thing that is currently highlighted as being powered by the room we're in. But we don't know if that'll give us any steps. If we click this room and it doesn't have any ways forward, how many steps does it take to get back to the kitchen? So if we go in here, that'll bring us down to 9. This will bring us back to 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'd end up back in here. But I kind of want to just use it. Do we risk it? Do we see what room is going to be powered by this? Biscuit. We're risking it for the biscuit? Is that what you're getting at? Might as well, right? We got 1 gem. We got 1 gem. Let's do it. It's the lab! Okay. Shall we look around this room? Enjoy, Will. Alright, we got a little experiment going on. Heating and cooling curves. H2O melting point at 0.1 part per trillion? I don't know. Mount Holly freezer. Does this mean anything to anybody? I'm noticing a significant lack of Labradors in here, Matt. Aren't you? Periodic table. Okay. I wouldn't know if anything is out of the ordinary on this, because science was also not my strong point. You have a labby on the couch next to you, Jen? Aww. May I ask your pupper's name? The Labradors are in the computer? We haven't even seen a computer yet. There's a computer in here? I know there's a computer in here. We were told there's a computer in here. Alright, nothing to interact with there. Plaid. Plaid. That must be something, right? It's half black lab. His name is Roy. I didn't know there was an Egyptian spelling of Roy. That's fun. Well, give Roy some pats for me. That looks like math. Gross. Does this mean anything to anybody? A rescue street dog from Cairo. I'm sure he's very happy to be where he is now. Not living on the streets anymore. Did you increase the volume since last time? Really enjoying the ambiance. I don't think I've changed the volume. That looks like Sudoku. We need Jojo then. We need Jojo if this is Sudoku. What do you think, Jules? Jules has an idea. This machine requires additional power piped in from the boiler room. Well, okay. Spell it out? Like use a period periodic table and go in order 1, 2, 3 to see what it says? Okay, let's try it. Let's try it. Alright, I'm gonna go to a new page here. Okay, so if we start with, you think starting with 1? So 1 is here, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inward. 6 inward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So P-U? P-U. Ew, science and math? What is this? School? Gross, right, Matt? Real life notes, you're not kidding around. Oh yeah, we got real life notes right now. We don't have too much in here. We don't have very much going on in the notes so far. We've got... I've noticed a few words that are italicized in different things. Hello? Are we gonna focus? Can we focus on that? So I've noticed a few words on notes and stuff that were italicized. So I don't know what they mean, but I've been writing them down. In the conference room, there was a note on the table that said the safe code was 9083 next to a message about the office safe. We've been told that blue equals true and red equals lies. And now we've got poop. Okay, so that's the first one. This is gonna take a little while. So 2 is over here. So 3 inward, 2 down. Two down, 3 inward. So S. Three. Oh, right up here. And why don't we remember that 4 is over here? So 3 up here, and then the next one is 2 inward from the bottom. So H. And then 2 inward. TH. Oh. H for horse? No, definitely not. I hope not. So that's 4, right? 5 is here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Put it down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or wait, which line were we on? Oh gosh. Mario with the biddy. Thank you, Mario.
Doing?
I'm forgetting what number we're on. That's what I'm doing, Matt. Okay, we just did 4, so we're on to 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Up. Okay, not this one. This one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. R E. So here's. Oh my god, you can't see anything. Oh, classic me. Classic me. Anyway, I was going to show you what we got for letters so far. Here's what we got so far. That's what we got so far. Okay. Number 6. Alright, it's just been me walking back and forth between these. 6 is over here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in. Will be our next letter here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So E, U. So far, we've got P, U, S, H, T, H, R, E, E, U. So number 7. Is that where we're at now? 7 is over here. 1, 2, 3 inward. And then 8's over here. 2 inward. Let's see if we can do both of these. 1, 2, 3. Can I remember 2 different placements? 1, 2, 3. E, A. And then this one. Was this one? F? Looks like Big Brain Jules was onto something, right? Fun fact, Adams is that small. You can't watch on screen either. Yeah, exactly. I was just, you just can't see it with your eyes. All right, 9. 9's over here. So from this corner, 3 in and then 1 up. 3 in and then up. TE. And then 10 is this bottom corner. 11 is right next to it. RN and then I. RN, I. And 12, which is our last one. 2 down from the top right corner. 2 down. NE. What does this mean? Can you read it? Kind of. I think it says push 3 up after 9. We started strong? You don't think this says anything? You don't think that says something? That's an E. Push 3 up after 9. Three what? Do 3 push-ups after 9. Okay. What time is it? Is there a clock in here? I'm not seeing a clock in here. Maybe the computer will tell us what time it is. Welcome to Mount Holly Laboratory. Ooh, experiments and research logs and the network that we still don't have the password to. In the laboratory, you are free to experiment by testing and combining different mechanics to create an original and unique house feature that will last until the end of the day. There's a piece of paper I haven't read. Oh, there's a piece of paper. Effective immediately, electronic mail can only be accessed via the security terminal. It's red. We've been told that red notes are a lie, so I don't think this is true. I don't think the electronic mail can only be accessed via the security terminal. Not that we've been able to log into the system, so who knows? This seems to be a lie. If you press 3 times after the 9 key, that's 000. So try the password as 000. There's another piece of paper? It's not this one? This one? Is this the piece of paper? I typically work over at Cinca Labs, but got sent over here for a month to assist more with the new turbine tests. I think I need some help. For the past 3 days, I've been unable to find the laboratory in the estate. Today was the first success on that front. Can anyone tell me if this is typical, and if so, how do you get any work done? Before I arrived, I was briefed on the way the doors work, but I must admit, I did not expect to be excluded from my new workstation for the first week. Any tips from my fellow technicians would be appreciated. Kimberly Thompson. We did not read this paper. I'm not picking up on this telling me anything. Is anybody else getting anything out of this? $131. You guys want to try all these numbers? Maybe the name is important. Maybe. Kimberly Thompson. We can write down Kimberly Thompson. All right, I'm going to make a new page for names. Kimberly Thompson. I'll be honest, I did not pay attention to this note the first time. Okay. Why don't we look at the research logs? No experiments found. Research logs will be available the day after an experiment has been performed. There are no research logs. Just kidding. Do we want to set up an experiment? The day, like 3 days? Single 3 days, first week. You want to try 1-3-1? All right, after we set up the experiment feature, we'll try the numbers as the password. All right, so we're going to choose a cause from column A and an effect from column B. So we can choose one of these three. The next 3 times you open a locked trunk. We haven't encountered any locked trunks. When you draft a red room, lose 5 steps, and then... Great. I totally want to lose steps right now. That sounds fantastic, considering we have 9 of them. Or immediately, we can do one of these 3 things. Spread dirt on the driveway. Permanently add 1 gold to your allowance. Or add 3 aquariums to today's draft pool. These don't seem to really do anything except maybe the allowance. Immediate dirt. I want dirt immediately. What are we doing with this dirt, Zeri? What do you think we're doing with this dirt? We've seen some piles of dirt. Add gold to the allowance immediately. It would be our first bit of an allowance. Oh, welcome in over on YouTube. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I did not see you over there. GCP, welcome on in. I have 35 pages of notes for this game. That is so many. Oh my gosh. I am asking chat to help guide us through this playthrough. I have some knowledge of the game from my other playthrough on my own that I'm trying to put out of my mind. We're working through this together as a group now. So if anybody does know stuff, like they've been playing it on their own and they know things, let's let things come to us naturally, kind of. There, it's for rolling in, I see. You don't have to put stuff out of your mind. You're right. Usually it does it itself. I'm trying not to take the knowledge I have from my other playthrough into this, though. You've drafted most, if not all, red rooms so far. Oh, is that true? I don't even know how many red rooms there are. All right, so I think immediately we'll add 1 gold to our allowance. Then we'll have an allowance. We don't have an allowance right now. Any objections to immediately adding gold? We could bet on finding some trunks, but what if we don't? We could do that. What do you guys think? I think the most effective thing we could do right now is add gold to the allowance. But should we bank on finding some trunks? Or just get one immediately? Just one off. Trunks or immediately? I'm tempted to go for the chests, but I think I'm going to need the keys we have. We're unlikely to find more than one trunk. Fair. That's true. Do you think we will find one? That would require us to use a key, though. I almost feel like we should go with immediately and just take the one. Take with starting with 1 coin in our allowance. I think I'm gonna go with this unless there's any strong objections. I'm not feeling very risky right now. I'm gonna go with immediately. Then I can save my keys in case we need them for the rooms. I don't think we've encountered any chests yet. Any trunks. So I'm gonna go with immediately, add 1. Start experiment. Your allowance has been raised. Yay, we got an allowance now. Hooray. All right, is there anything else we should do while we're in here, folks? We got that little note. We don't know what time it is to do our push-ups. But maybe there's something else we can do in here? The message from here, Jules had us take the letters off of the periodic table, and it reads, push 3 up after 9. 9 a.m. or 9 p.m.? I think the 10 levers are just a set dressing. Yeah, these couldn't be anything, right? We definitely shouldn't mess with these, right? Levers with numbers on them. Is there a push? There's levers. It appears we can interact with the levers. Like a pushable button. No, none of this is pushable. It just seems to be levers. Push 3 up after 9. Like, flip the levers. Should we push up the 9 lever? And then the 3 lever? Try to do a push-up. Alright. 9. And then 3. It's always after 9 somewhere. That's true. I think we did something. He's alive! Alive! Oh. Secret door. Secret door. Secret door. The Black Bridge Grotto has been powered and permanently unlocked. Each day you may access one offline terminal from the network. Secret tunnel! Secret tunnel! And now we can't interact with this anymore. And we have ads incoming. Okay, how are we? We're just approaching 1 o'clock. Okay, friends. Once again, we're taking forever to get through a day in this game. But we're going to take this next ad break. I encourage you all to check in with yourselves, get a drink, a snack, a stretch, whatever it is you may need. I'm gonna put up the BRB screen for a few minutes, run those ads, and it would be great if we could access the network. Right, Noki? Right? Okay. Check in with yourselves. We'll be back for a little more of this in just a few minutes. BRB! Alright, my friends, we are back from the break. Did everybody get up, get a little stretch, do something for themselves? We should all hydrate, I think. Let's all hydrate together right here, right now. And we'll have a Q drop game from Mario as well. Thank you, Mario. Let's get that going. Everybody hydrate. Everybody get in the drop. I will also start the prediction. Will anyone hit the Q drop target? 5 minutes on that prediction. Get your drops in, my friends. I will set a timer so I don't forget. Set timer 5 minutes, please. All right, 5 minutes on the timer. 5 minutes to get in on the drop. And let's see what else we got going on in this house. So right before the break, we unlocked a permanent upgrade to the game by solving that periodic table puzzle, thanks to Jules's instincts on using the letters from the periodic table and matching them up with the numbers. So we got the Blackbridge Grotto. Whenever we gain access to the network, we'll be able to access some extra stuff, it looks like. Anything else we want to do in here before we move on? I'm personally not aware of anything else we can do in here. So I think we should probably head through this door and see where it takes us. Okay. My god, they really want to take all our steps from us. We've got no steps left. So this is an archive floor plan. We don't know what it is. It's an option. Or we can go with the gymnasium, which will let us move forward, but it's going to take 2 steps from us. I really think, unless we want a hidden dead end, I don't know what way this is going to go. We can't afford the gem because of the steps, really. But also, what if this is a dead end? Then we're not going anywhere. Could be the end of the road. So do we risk it and see what's under this one? Or do we risk the 2 steps and we'll be down to 7 steps heading out of the gym? Jim, there's no going back now, is that what you think? It's a risk either way. It really is. It really is. Either's an option. Dealer's choice. Okay. Alright, I don't want to block us off, because if we block it off, it won't matter that we have 8 steps left. So I think we should risk it with the gym, and just hope we get something good after this. So, gym it is. Alright, and here we go. Here goes our 2 steps. Alright, there's a basketball in the corner here. Can't seem to interact with it. There's a basketball hoop. Can't seem to interact with it. More basketballs over here. Couple pictures on the wall. Nothing going on over here. Just a door. I don't think there's really anything in here for us to do. This door's locked. If we want to move forward, we gotta use one of our keys. Okay, here's where not having any gems becomes a problem. We can only choose the archived floor plan, so the game has chosen for us what we're doing here. This is our only option. So, archived floor plan it is. Let's see what we get. Bunk room. Bunk room. Alright, that's a dead end. That's a dead end. But it's a dead end with 2 bananas! Guys, 2 bananas, not just 1 banana. Our daily limit of 2 bananas. We have 6 more steps. We're gonna lose 2 of them when we go back through there. We know about the bunk room. We were in here during the last stream. There's like a whole bunch of toys and stuff. We've learned that we're Simon. Our name's Simon. We learned that Simon has an older brother named Herbie. And this is like a cute little journal that my brother was keeping that I got really mad about and wrote in as a kid. And then I stole it. And then when we got older, we wrote a letter back and returned it to our brother. It's really cute. I actually really liked this whole little interaction in here. Especially all the caps like spelt wrong. I don't need any presents because I have my brother's book because he won't stop writing. Okay. All right. That's our timer for the Q drop. Last call. Everybody get your drops in. Get your drops in. What happened with the prediction? We got 2,000 points on Team No, but nobody on Team Yes. So I guess we'll see what happens here, folks. Get your drops in. Last call. No, not save and quit. Resume. Goodness. Get your drops in. Here we go. In 5, 4. Exclamation point drop with an emote. 3, 2, 1. We're dropping now. Here we go. What's gonna happen? Will anybody land? Team No said all the points are on Team No. Oh gosh, we got some chaos bits from Mario. Thank you, Mario. Oh, Mario's bumping everybody into the pile. Mario, oh my goodness. We had several landings there. That means the results of our prediction are in. Somebody has landed, which is the option nobody chose on the prediction. So clappies for our landers. We got Mario and Butterflies both landed. Clappies for you both. And sorry to anybody who thought that they were going to get some points on this, because somebody landed and your points are going into the void. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Dorp. Dorp. I love it. I love it, actually. I like it so much better than drop. Dorp is a much better word. Much better. And I love how you attempted to get an emote in there too, and it did not happen. Oh, okay. All right, friends. We have 11 steps. Is it even physically possible for us to get back to the kitchen? When we step into here, we'll lose 2. So that'll bring us down to 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! I think that's it. I don't think we can do anything else here. We have no other routes to explore. We're going to run out of steps before we get anywhere else. Is there anything anybody wanted to take a closer look at in this area before we wrap up the day? You can get to the laundry and turn your gems into steps. Ah, yes, all 0 of them. All 0 of my gems. What a great idea, Zeri. All 0 gems can be promptly turned into steps. You know what? Fine. We'll do it. We'll do it, because why not? Why not? Let's go spend... We can't bring the coins into the next day anyway, so... Through here. Straight forward into the laundry room. 6 steps. 5 steps. 4 steps. This service costs 5 and we'll exchange all of your... Okay, that's the gems. Or is it this one? Shoe shine. We'll exchange all of your steps with all of your gems. Hey, we got the money. This is honestly probably the only time I'm gonna do this, so let's do it. Let's do it. Why not? Look at all our gems! And the day's over. No, we don't get to end the day in a bunk bed. We're ending the day in the laundry room. I'm gonna take a nap in the dryer. You've pushed yourself to the very edge of exhaustion and must now return to your campsite to get some rest. You can continue your search tomorrow, however the house might be a little bit different. All right, friends, that's day 2. We unlocked one of the permanent upgrades. That's not bad. That's not bad. It did take us, what are we at? 3 hours once again to get through a day of this game. But, not bad. Not bad. The Red Villa. So every time we do this, based on what rooms we got and what colors they are and how many they are, it'll change what the house looks like just on the little ending screen, and it's kind of fun. So we got 6 red rooms this time. Getting that boiler room was a pretty big thing. We got that made the furnace give us a key. It didn't seem to do anything to the dark room. The dark room just seemed to carry on power. But also, there was something else we could have done with the dark room. I will say that. Hey, Kita's here. Hello, Kita. How are you? Welcome on in. Reset the drop. Okay, we'll reset the drop. We'll do that. Then Kita can drop. There you go. Try it again, Kita. We had just had a Q drop a second ago. So yeah. We made 22 rooms this time. Reached rank 6. 10 new rooms. So I guess this is rooms that we'd never gotten before. We never got... I don't think we got the utility closet or security before. The boiler room was a first. The laundry room was a first. The furnace, I think, was a first. I think most of the red rooms were actually a first. We did get the lavatory before because we spawned that one before. We drew that or whatever. Okay. But our downfall ultimately was steps. So that's that. And I do think that's going to conclude the stream for today. Because considering it takes us 3 hours to get through one day, I don't have time to start another one. Not today. Not today. I gotta go clean the house a little bit or something. Make myself useful. So, let's take a little look at who is live. Who do we have? Do we have any Minecraft friends? Oh, Julie's live. Julie's live on Farlands? Wait, no, Julie's not live. Just kidding. It lied to me. We're not live. Why is this telling me she's live when she's not? Okay, there we go. I refreshed. Now maybe these people actually will be live. We could go... We haven't been there in a while. We haven't. Let's go see Zach. Let's go see Zach the Dragon. Zach's raided us several times. I haven't been able to get him back in a while. Zach's playing Minecraft. Says Dragon's Lair with new redeems. All right, let's go see Zach then. It looks like he just started too. Yeah, he's not too far into stream. That's not how you spell raid. Okay, my friends. Thank you all for spending some time with me today. I don't know if we'll play this tomorrow or if we'll get back into Minecraft. Let's just see how I'm feeling tomorrow. Either or. But I do plan to stream in the morning, 9 a.m. Eastern-ish. I've been getting closer to 10. So that's probably pretty likely, if I'm being honest. We'll see. We'll see. Here's my socials if anyone wants more of whatever this is that we have going on here. My VODs are on YouTube. We multi-stream over there. I got Instagram, Blue Sky, and we have a Discord as well. You're welcome to join us in those places. I do think we'll be doing a movie night soon. Matt wanted to watch the Minecraft movie. If you want to watch the Minecraft movie, join in on the Discord and say that, because otherwise we're picking a different movie. So either way, we'll probably do a movie night pretty soon. Here's my raid calls. I should probably post those. The first one with the doggo, anyone can use that. The second one, that says Kathadora Alien Spaceship. If you're subbed, it'll look like this. If you're not, you'll look like a fool like Nightbot. So only use those ones if you're subbed. Before we go, real quick, big old sip of water. Everybody hydrate. All right, my friends. Again, thanks for hanging with me. Please take care of yourselves. Stay kind. Stay hydrated. And let's go say hello to Zach the Dragon. Nightbot has been subscribed. Oh no, now I can't make an example out of Nightbot. Jules, what color? What color? Let me know. I think we're heading out. Okay, bye. Did it go? Did the raid go? I can't press buttons. Where's the button? Jules pinned a message. I can't do anything. Ah!